Hey everybody, welcome to Jen Lowry Writes. Okay, I get to spin the wheel tonight on Flippity to choose our winners from our 2020 Virtual Book Fest for my hour that I went live yesterday from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. You can go back and you can check out all of um, the exciting events that are going on over there. It's still going on, but couldn't stay up too late tonight. I do have early work in the morning, so I wanted to go ahead at 7 o'clock and announce the winners. So I'm doing it live, and I wanted to show you Flippity. So if you've never seen Flippity before, I'm going to share my screen, and I just want to go to the website because I want to give you the tools that you can do these giveaways. Hey, Tish, you're going to be in all the giveaways, Tish. You've got such a good chance of winning tonight. I'm telling you now. I know you want that Starbucks coffee. Tish, I know you've used Flippity because we used it when we did our WWJ conference, but I'm hoping that you guys get to see how much fun you could have with playing games by using Flippity. You could do a character quiz show with your readers. You could play a board game, a scavenger hunt, matching, bingo. Look, there's a badge tracker. Think about all of the fun stuff, guys, that you could play. Look, Flippity Snowman. Like, I just love it so much. Okay, so tonight I use the Flippity Random Name Picker, and it's so simple to use. I'm just going to click on it. You click instructions step by step. You build a template by making this copy. You come into the Google Sheet, you erase all of the pre-filled names, and then you start writing. And so there was one event where Tish actually had 4 entries because you got a point for each correct answer. So all I did was just enter her name 4 times. And then there was like Madeline, I entered her name a few times, and I just kept putting names in. Once you do that, come down at the bottom, right click it, hit rename, so you can actually call it whatever. Then you have to hit publish to the web, hit publish, okay. And then when you click this link, it is going to take you, and look, there's Tish. Tish, you are my winner of being such a wonderful friend. Oh, and red, one of my favorite colors in the world. So it's really fun, of course, now that we only have Tish up here. Tish is in groups of Tish. But you get the point. Look, Tish, it would be you and a bunch of Tishes. Let's clone you all. Could put Tish in a seating chart, and you're all in the front row, Tish. You're so studious. So you guys get the point. Love Flippity. And if you can see all of my crazy tabs at the top, I already have the 5 games already filled out in Flippity. So that way it's preset and it's ready to go. So yes, Tish, hilarious. All right, so let's go to game number 1. So we had an Instagram scavenger hunt for this game, and I wanted to share with you guys how I set it up. I used a Google Doc and I pre-wrote, and it did take me a couple of hours to pre-write all of my posts and make the images to go along with it because I wanted fresh images on Canva. So it did take me some time. All right, so the first game was to go over to my Instagram to connect on Instagram, and this was Tish's idea actually to have the scavenger hunt, and I really liked it because it gives a reader or someone that's at the party another author an opportunity to go to Instagram and kind of see what I'm all about. So on my platform, I put things about the book club, things about what I'm reading. I will do book releases about my own books, and then occasionally I will put pictures up of me and the boys. And so if they get that about me, they're going to get like Jen's all about, her author life. She's all about books she's reading. There's me and the boys. I use that picture later too. There's us again. The different podcast interviews that I do. There's one of our indie book launch with the WWJs with Michelle. So you can see occasionally I will put pictures up. That's me and my friend Tanya at work. That was last year when we went into our classroom with students with special needs, and we had a Halloween carnival for them. So you can go down and look and see all of the things there's our paint party, Tish. There's me and Eli. That's my husband. That was on our wedding day. That's our wedding picture. And so I wanted people to have an opportunity not to just go over to Instagram and say follow, but I wanted them to kind of go through to see if this would be a place where they would like to follow before they would post on that game. So I thought the scavenger hunt was a great idea. Thank you so much, Tish. All right, so now I'm going over to Flippity, and you can see that we have Madeline and Tish. You guys are ready? So I'm going to hit spin the wheel. Here it goes. This is for an ebook or audio of your choice, and it goes to Madeline this time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy Madeline's name, and I already have my games set up, and the winner is Madeline for game 1. All right, let's go and check out game number 2. And Madeline, I'm going to message you on Facebook. If you're watching this right now, you can put it in the comments. I'm going to try my best to get up with you. All right, so we're ready. So for game number 2, of course, how do you take care of yourself? Because I'm all about self-care and mental health, and I love to see how other people are taking care of themselves. And I thought maybe some of the tips that we could share together, someone else might say, oh, I need to start doing that in my life, or I'd learn something new from someone else. So that was that one. This one is why I wrote the books to begin with. So I wanted to show you guys kind of my why. And then what would you choose this Christmas? Would you go to the mountain resort, or would you travel back in time with Mackenzie Hart to sit with someone that you love? And so to get this game going, it's an ebook or audio of your choice. It was to watch the book trailers and then comment below. So here we go. So game number 1 is done. Now we're moving on to game number 2, book trailer love. All right, let's see what we've got here. The wheel is spinning, and it is a tie. Is it? Whoa, it's right at Arletta's name. I was like, is it a tie? Nope, Arletta got that one. Okay, I'm going to contact Arletta. Congratulations, you get an ebook or an audio of your choice. Oh, Madeline's here. Madeline, you won. Actually love this app. I love this free site. I hope that you got to see me do the tutorial at the beginning. Hooray, hooray. Okay, and my friend Tish, she's online. So you can see over here on the comments in StreamYard, Tish just told you congratulations. Woo-woo. Okay. All right, here we go. Here we go. So I absolutely loved this event. So Angela Watts, you are amazing for organizing this and setting this up for authors. It has been a struggle for 2020 for me to go out, do my book tours. We've pretty much been staying in since March. I have had opportunities to do presentations at colleges. I've been to, I've had interviews. I've done things. I don't want to think that I haven't went out there and made some things happen. I did a school event, but the book signings, the book tours have been called to pretty much a halt for me. And I was on the move in 2019, y'all. So 2020 did kind of take a hit for me. And so when I had this opportunity to work with Angela and the different authors that here are on the 2020 Virtual Book Fest, I was just so blessed and thankful to the Lord that I was given this opportunity. So I want to thank Angela again, and I want to thank Jesus and my friend Michelle, because Michelle posted it in our WWJ's Facebook website group and our writing group, and told us about the event, and I applied. So I'm very thankful for everybody that had that part in it that got me to this day. So thank you, thank you. All right, Tish, I'm not postponing that coffee. All right, so you guys know I'm from North Carolina, and many of my books are set there. The Raptor Revolution is not, and Bridges is not. Bridges is set actually at Pawleys Island, and I love Murrells Inlet. It used to be kind of like a home away from home for me. We would take the camper and we would stay for a week at a time, constantly going down. We were either going to Virginia or we were going to Murrells Inlet. And so I will let you guys know that Sweet Potato Jones, there's a reason why she ends up in Newport News, Virginia. We used to stay in Surrey for 3 weeks at a time in the camper, and I loved Virginia area. So I will say that places that I love kind of stick with my heart, and of course, they stay around in my books. And I love North Carolina. Can't see myself living anywhere else ever. So, oh, and I made Crystal Falls. Tish, I know that you're going to be reading in the Sunday Killer soon. If you hear Crystal Falls, it's the same exact fictitious town that I have at A Magical Christmas Wedding. So you got this sweet romance going on, and then you got serial killers running loose in Crystal Falls. So it's the light and the dark side of Crystal Falls. So I'm keeping that. I don't know why. It just seemed to work itself out. Thank you for Tish, too. I want to say she shared out Love 146. That is her adopted organization. So if you guys don't know about Love 146, I'm going to share it right now and talk about the platforms. As an author, we have an opportunity to share out organizations that are really trying to make a difference. And this organization is near and dear to Tish's heart, and it is about child trafficking and human trafficking. So I would really encourage you guys to check out Love 146. That is Tish's platform. There was someone else that posted their platform, and that is Madeline. So Madeline, I went and checked out Choice 42. I had never heard of this before. And I'm so thankful that you shared it. And it is Make a Choice. It is about abortion, pregnancy. It's also about awareness and education and understanding. So this one is so important for you guys to go and check out and look up Choice 42. I also want to draw your guys' attention to the platforms that I try to always share at the backs of my books. So if I have a middle grade and up, I don't do it in my picture books, but for my middle grades and up, I always talk about NAMI, the National Alliance of Mental Illness. And I'm just going to share here. I've got Sweet Potato Jones right here. If you go to the back of Sweet Potato Jones, this is a traditionally published book. So I wanted to make it clear that it just has the acknowledgments, my Jen Lowry page, and then to connect with my publisher. But every book that I have self-published, all of those are going to have an author's note in the back. And I take this space very seriously. And this is a place where if you, a friend, or a loved one needs help, please don't keep it inside. There are family guidance counselors, teachers, community, and nationwide organizations that can help you. And I list NAMI first. And then after NAMI, it's the National Suicide Prevention Hotline, Atrium Health Call, and mental health resources, and then the APA. So I put that in all of my books. And now with Offbeat, I wanted to share it because I have two. So I have St. Jude Children's Hospital on one side, and I have the NAMI numbers and the suicide prevention numbers on the other side. And so now I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to focus, like in my book, like in Tish's book that she's working on now, she can highlight her organization. So I used, there are some parts in here about St. Jude. And then at the end, the author's note is going to be included for that. So for people to go out and donate. And I donate to St. Jude in honor. That's a place that my husband, it's near and dear to his heart. So I always give him a Christmas present, and I donate to St. Jude for him in his name. And so definitely wanted to put that out there, guys. So had that going. And I'm not stalling. We're at game number 3. And of course, it is an ebook of The Hobbit. Now, I understand that I did have some people below that said, okay, wait, but I've read The Hobbit. They might not want an ebook, or they may not want to gift it to someone else. And so I will say, well, you could choose one of my collections too, if that's what you would like, if they've already read The Hobbit and they own personal copies. I carry around Hobbits in my car, and I give them away when I would go to book sign-ins. If people went buy my book, I'd like, well, have you read The Hobbit? Pass The Hobbit. So I always try to find ways to pass The Hobbit, and that's exactly what this game is all about, The Hobbit. All right. But if you would choose, if you already have it, or you don't want to gift that one, you can choose one of mine, and I would be so thankful if you would read it. Okay, let's see. Margaret. Oh my gosh, we've got Margaret this time. Guys, it's been like someone new every single time. How cool is that? Okay, I know, Tish, you're over there going, wait, look what's next. The $10 gift card to Starbucks. Okay, I'm going to send you an e-card, the winner of this one. And Tish is a part of the WWJs. I haven't looked in a while. Oh, yeah, you got to watch it, Madeline. If you got any questions, just message me. We use it at, and I'll show you some of the different features. We use it at work in our classrooms, but, and I also use it for the author life, as you can tell. Yeah, Tish is like, congratulations, Margaret. She's waiting. Tish is waiting. All right. Okay, so I'm going to get out of this one. Oh, that's me and the boys. They don't know that's up there. That's between us. All right. So first I want to talk about how I created my images. So I love canva.com, and I do have the pro subscription to that, but I used it for free for a very long time. And I just created one picture for this event, and then I just kept hitting copy, 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 going all the way down. And this one I love. This was one of my favorite ones. As soon as I did it, I thought of Tish. I'm going to be honest, because Tish is our coffee queen. And Tish, you can drop in all your stuff, and I can share it. But Tish's brand, almost, her author brand, is around her coffee life. And so Nancy Nagel, who's one of my favorite authors, she joined us for our Writing Warriors for Jesus conference, and she was our keynote speaker. We absolutely love Nancy. We love her work. We love her books, her Hallmark movies, and we just adore her. She is so down to earth, so amazingly approachable, and just a true kind spirit and a believer, and just amazing. So hooray for Nancy Nagel. If you guys have not went out and checked out any of her books, I would please ask you to. She has a Heartfelt Christmas Promise out right now, and I have my ebook copy. Can't wait to read it. And of course, I'm sure it's going to be like The Secret Ingredient. Absolutely love that book. But I wanted people to know that the Writing Warriors for Jesus have their own separate not only Facebook and Twitter, Instagram, but we have our own YouTube channel where we will be running our conferences next year in 2021. But we also do events monthly. So like this month, we're going to have our holiday paint party coming up. And that's going to be shown there too, on the playlist. So if you go to it might not look like anything's there, but when you hit playlist on the Writing Warriors for Jesus website, you will be able to see all of us, all of me and my ladies from the WWJs. And then I wanted everybody to know, wait, I've got one too. I've got a YouTube channel where it started out as a ministry for women in my Everyday Mom Challenge and homeschool. And then as my author life developed, I went in and added Jen Lowry Writes to that, because that one is one that has branded me in the fiction world. So Everyday Mom Challenge is my nonfiction side. Jen Lowry Writes is my fiction side. So I wanted people to know that I kind of exist over there on YouTube and on the podcast and things like that. So it was interesting to see what people were interested in and what they wanted to watch in the future. And I really enjoyed seeing that. Okay, so now we are ready. Game number 4. All right, Tish, you got 2 chances to win this one. Let's see who it's going to be. I'm not manipulating it at all. It's Madeline. Tish, you were right there. Madeline, you got it. Madeline is the winner. So, Madeline, you get an ebook or an audiobook of your choice of my collection, and you get a $10 gift card from Starbucks so you can drink coffee and read. Okay, last game. So we are going to go, let me go back. Yep, congratulations, Madeline. So Tish, over there hanging out with us on YouTube. Okay, so now we're going to go back and we're going to see. Oh, so music 10. Post 10. I said music 10. Post 10 was about how much music plays a role in my novels. So pretty much everything about my life revolves around Jesus, writing, and worship. And I love music. My boys love music. I wanted to share a little bit of things that I'm listening to right now. And I also create playlists for my books. And Offbeat is about a young adult. It's a new age book, and she is wanting to possibly become a crossover. She does not like the pop star life. It's dragging her down. She's got a lot of negative energy that's going on, and she wants to become a Christian artist. She's holding it in. She's being very secretive about it and scared about it. And so this is about her transitioning. And of course, if you go and you look at the Offbeat playlist, the game was if you could go and check out the playlist, see if you could figure out who was the inspiration behind Mary Oxendine's character. And the story behind Mary Oxendine's name, we went to I went to visit my niece. She has twins now, and we were going into the ultrasound appointment. And my great niece was so excited. And she was, I was like, look, I started a book today. I already know what it's going to be about. Here's the pictures. I showed the cover because this was my first cover I created. And I showed it to my great niece. And Bella was so excited. And I was like, Bella, you get to name the character. And she was like, oh, I don't know what I would name it. I have no clue what I would name it. And I'm like, come on, Bella, you got this. And so I knew the last name of her like pop star name would be blank Bella, because that's my niece's name. So she was like, name the girl Mary. I like Mary. And I'm like, oh, I love Mary. And I love Mary, Did You Know? That's one of my favorite Christmas songs. And I was like, okay, that's going to be perfect, because I can use Mary, Did You Know in there. And the woman came out and she called us back. And I was like, as we were getting up and we were walking to the woman, I said, well, Presley and Whitley are the name of the twins. And I said, well, there you go. That's going to be the guy's name. His name's going to be Presley. It's after Elvis Presley and Keith Whitley. So I was like, you know what? We're going to have Presley, but I've got great nieces, but their names are the main character. Soon as the woman opened the door to let us back, her name was Mary. And I looked at Bella and I was like, okay, come on, Bella. I'm like, look, her name's Mary. And we just had that conversation. I thought that was the coolest thing ever. So, Selena Gomez, if you're out there listening right now, we love you. And Mary was kind of inspired by you. Now, look, it's Tisha Beg for this one. 3 people commented. Well, 2 people commented, and Tish got 2 points. So come on, Tish. Let's see, Meg. Let's see who it's going to be for an ebook. And it's spinning, spinning, spinning. And it's Tish. Tish. Tish, you made it to game 5. Tish, I love you. And now I know how to get up with you, Tish. All right, Tish, you get an ebook or an audiobook of your choice from my collection. You can also gift one. I know you do have a few of my books. So if you don't see one that you want for yourself, you can also gift books out too. You can just let me know the email. So that was cool. That was cool. I am coming back. Yay. So Madeline gets to say yay to you, Tish. So I just added her back to the bottom. Tish, hooray. So guys, I just want to thank y'all for hanging out with me during my hour for the 2020 Book Fest. And Madeline, before you go, I want to show you this website. I'm going to go ahead and go back to the website. I forgot. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to give you guys the links because you can pop in here and you play. Flippity.net. Okay, I'm going to put it in the chat. Tish said thanks, Madeline. All right. And so as you can see down at the bottom, you've got all of these different choices, these randomizers, games that you can play, and all of it is free. It is so easy to use because it gives you step-by-step instructions on each one, and it also gives you the demos. So super simple to play around with this, and you can do all kinds of activities with readers, with your family. And so for this one, you click the template, you make a copy of the template, you change the names, you take all the fillers out, and you put the names in, and I just put the kids' names in there too. And then you come down and you right click it, you rename it, and this is fun. You go to publish to the web and just hit publish, hit OK, and exit out. When you get the link here, it's going to take you straight there, and there you go. And so now, a while ago, Tish was just all in a line all by herself. So you just spin the wheel, of course. You got to see that one, and it's just fun. Let's just see who wins this round for us. Tish. There you go, Tish. And then you can see you can make it to where you're just moving names through where there's no spin. Then there's the lineup of how people would line up and go. It puts people into groups, to teams, if you want to call it teams. And then Tish, you're still on the front row, and you and Eli would get in plenty of trouble because Eli is a talker. So I'm just letting you know. You don't have to worry about Solomon. He's quiet. But me and Madeline could pass notes back and forth. But you see how you can move it around and change people. So it's really cool. Love Flippity. Learned it at a teacher workshop, and I've been using it ever since. So that is the Flippity program that I use for this, and I just think it's super simple to use. Well, all right, guys, I hope that y'all have a wonderful night. We are getting ready to have a movie night in the house. We thought we were going to decorate the tree today, but it did not happen. Yeah, I like it too, Madeline. There's all kinds of other stuff on there I haven't done. I like that snowman hangman. I could see playing that. So Tish, we need to look at some of those other games. So when we're having some author events, we can maybe see how else we could utilize those and have some fun. And even that scavenger hunt, I want to see what that's about. But all right, so Madeline, listen, this is going to make our life really easy right now. So for those of you that are watching, Tish, I've got you. Madeline, there's my email, JenLowryWrites@gmail.com. And then I'm going to try to click you out. When I get out of this StreamYard program that we use when we are streaming, then I'm going to try to click and send you a message straight on Facebook so I can get your information. So if you don't hear from me, like right when we close down, there's my email. Just go ahead and email and say, hey, it's me. I'm Madeline. I won. But that's what I'm planning on doing is clicking you guys' names and sending everybody a message. So I hope that y'all have a blessed evening and have a wonderful week that the Lord has planned for you. And I just wish you health and happiness. Enjoy this holiday season. And thanks for hanging out with me, guys. All right, bye, guys.